Hello.
Boozer Owl's here again. So you know what that means. This is going to be a reoccurring thing now. Alcoholic Owl. Hey, it even rhymes. That's what it's going to be. Alcoholic Owl is here today, guys. So, we're drinking whiskey. Today, Alcoholic Owl with us again because we're going to be trying celebrity whiskeys. I feel like celebrity whiskeys oftentimes are a gimmick. If it was good whiskey, you wouldn't have to attach a celebrity to it to make people buy it.
Well, you assume that they don't really put a whole lot of
right
anything into it. They just put their name on it.
I think there are some that's not the case because I've heard good things about some of them. I think with some of these people, it is a passion project and they love whiskey and that's why they got into it. Others, I suspect it could be a cash grab.
But I don't even know who all of them are.
But that's what we're here to find out. We're going to drink 6 different celebrity whiskeys, blind taste
Rank
test.
them up.
We're going to blind taste test them. But before we start, we do need to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Tiege Hanley. Now you guys know Tiege Hanley has been a sponsor of the channel for a long time. And there's a reason for that. I don't think guys pay enough attention to skincare. And I know that sounds a little, you guys are like, Jeremy, get the out of here with that. I didn't for the longest time do it. I thought I just washed my face with bar soap and moved on with my day like most of you guys probably do. And my shit was tired and dry. And I would get these red spots. You remember when I used to get those red spots on my face? It was toe up. And then I started using Tiege and it cleared up. So.
All on his own.
All on my own. Yeah, this was
before they ever reached out.
This is well before they ever reached out. So I truly think it's a product that works. So they've been on the channel for a very long time for a reason. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. You've got a daily face wash to clean you up, an exfoliating scrub to knock all that dead skin off, an AM moisturizer with 20 SPF to protect you from the melanomas, and a PM moisturizer. They also include a card with instructions on how much to use and when to use it, because if you were like me, you have no clue how this stuff works. Being a member also gets you great benefits like 20% off retail price, ability to customize your box, exclusive deals, pause or cancel at any time, free shipping in the US. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring this video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the link below and you're gonna get 30% off your first box and a free gift, which is actually really good. 30% off and a free gift, pretty damn good deal. So click the link down below and get started today to get rid of your dry ass face. Let's talk about the statistics of the whiskeys we're gonna be drinking before we get into it. The first one, with that gimp arm, did you grab it with your gimp arm? Have you ever seen Allison's gimp arm?
Don't make me show
him your gimp arm.
On national television.
It's YouTube, that's not national TV, that's
international.
She broke it on her growth plate when she was a kid, so now that damn thing goes past 90 degrees. So I always tell her, if anybody ever breaks in the house, I'm gonna give her the gun because she can shoot around corners with that crooked ass arm of hers. It looks perfectly normal. And even if she's holding her arms like this, it looks normal. It's not until it goes past 90, like a flamingo. Don't there's Ben back?
Flamingo.
A flamingo. Forrest Gump. Flamingo.
I think the dingo ate y'all, baby.
We're off the rails already. Jesus Christ, we haven't had anything to drink yet.
See, they think that I get tipsy. This is just me.
Number 1, give me my thing, because I've got all my stats on here.
This is Longbranch.
It's Longbranch, but Longbranch.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
It is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon
Oak
whiskey.
and Texas Mesquite Charcoal
It
Refined.
It is. Hold on, you're going to screw me up here. Hold on.
Wild Turkey.
Killing me, Smalls.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey, as most of you probably know, is the celebrity attached to this one.
Right,
it is distilled at Wild Turkey. Mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. It is 8-year age statement. Proof at 86. MSRP is about $40. And this is a collaboration with Matthew McConaughey and the master distiller Eddie Russell at Wild Turkey. The special thing about this that Matthew McConaughey kind of kicked into it is this is refined with Texas mesquite and oak charcoal. So that's kind of similar to Jack Daniels, I think, in the way they do charcoal filtration. Brothers Bond. Now, Brothers Bond is the fellers that used to be in that CW show, The Vampire Diaries. One of the guys' names is Paul Wesley. The other one's is Ian Somerhalder. This one is also a straight bourbon. Mash bill is corn, rye, and malted barley with undisclosed percentages. Age statement is undisclosed. Proof is 80. And MSRP is $35.
$35.
$35, make you holla. Now this is one that a lot of people are real familiar with because they talk a whole helping of shit about this. And we're gonna see tonight if it's crap or not, I don't know. It is an Irish whiskey. Conor McGregor is the celebrity attached to this one. It is made by Bushmills. Mash bill is triple distilled grain and barley. Minimum age of 3 years in ex-bourbon barrels. Proof is $80. And you can get it for the low of $26 a bottle.
The proof is $80.
Shit, proof is $80 and MSRP is $26. Next, Heaven's Door. Now, they make several... No?
No.
Wait, did Bob Dylan sing that first? I know Guns N' Roses sang that, but did Bob Dylan sing Knocking on Heaven's Door before Guns N' Roses?
No clue.
I should know that probably.
I only know Axl.
I just know the Guns N' Roses version. It's a finished American whiskey is the category. Bob Dylan is the celebrity attached. Distillery, mash bill, undisclosed, age statement, non-stated. Proof is 100. MSRP is $50. This is 3 different whiskeys, blended, then finished in hand-tossed new American oak barrels for an additional 1 year. I've heard good stuff about that one, actually, so.
All right.
Next one is, you gotta do like a, I don't have long hair anymore, so I can't like do the thing. That's the Seattle grunge, like I'm on heroin. You gotta do the 80s like rock metal shit. This one is a special, this was a store pick from my local Total Wine, and this is the Cask Strength limited edition batch 121. A blend of straight whiskeys finished in black brandy cask. Obviously with being Blackened, Metallica are the celebrities attached to this one. Mash bill is corn, rye, malted barley with percentages undisclosed, non-age stated. Proof is 114.
So that's the strongest one so far,
So
right?
far. MSRP is $58. Now, the gimmick behind this one that I don't know if it's true gimmick or not is supposedly they play music to these when they're aging them. There's a stage that it goes through where they have like big bass speakers and they play Metallica playlists. Supposedly the vibrations, I understand that seems gimmicky.
Feel the vibrations.
I understand that seems gimmicky, but I feel like there could be potentially some science between the wood vibrating and then the whiskey having more contact with the wood, which would impart more flavor. Sounds gimmicky, could be. It also could be, could be some science behind it. Bradshaw straight bourbon, obviously a straight bourbon whiskey. Terry Bradshaw, famous football guy, obviously the guy attached to these. Green River Distilling Company. Match bill is 70% corn, 21% Y. 21% Y? Elmer Fudd, Wascally Wabbit. 21% rye, 9% malted barley. Only aged for 2 years, so probably one of the younger. That is just hitting the threshold to be considered straight bourbon.
It says 1978, 1979.
That's when he played football, Goober.
Oh.
I think that was the years he won Super Bowls.
Oh. That's the years we were born.
103.8 proof and MSRP is $40. So, I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
So let's get started. We're going to start pouring these, getting everything going, and we're going to start drinking some whiskey. There you have it. She doesn't know what glass is in which number is which glass. I don't know what order they're in, so we are in the same order going from left to right though, so we should be tasting the same ones at the same times just to try to keep that shit from being too confusing. I was gonna do Lagavulin, the Offerman edition of Lagavulin, but it's probably best we can't taste that one because it's Isla.
I mean, that's a pretty...
And you would know that right off the rip. And that's actually not a gimmick. That is actually a really good celebrity whiskey. So
Who does that one?
Nick Offerman, the guy that played in Parks and Rec, the best character ever known to man.
Oh. It's just the one that you were telling me and I was like,
oh God, dude, Ron Swanson, come on, like the best character ever. I thought, just based on color, I was gonna be able to like,
They all look the same.
Proper 12, because it's Irish, I thought it was gonna be way lighter, and I was gonna be able to tell, but like, man, they're real close.
They all look the same to me.
Like, oh, dude, this is gonna be harder than what I thought. It smells nice. It smells light. It doesn't smell crazy strong.
Are we just smelling them all first?
I'm going to. That one's got a little more. It doesn't smell stronger, but it's got more intense. There's a deeper sugary.
I feel like it's like spicier.
That almost smells like nothing. That one's pretty light.
That smells like nothing.
That's pretty light too. Those are both pretty light.
This smells like nothing at all.
This smells pretty good. This is back to that caramelly, brown sugar, appley.
That smells good. Does that smell appley?
Mm-hmm. That smells like apple juice. Doesn't that smell like apple juice?
It smells real fruity.
It smells real fruity. All right.
All right.
Number uno. Reasonably good viscosity. It's actually not bad. I'm not mad at that.
Viscosity is great.
The mouthfeel. The
Got a great
mouthfeel's
mouthfeel.
fantastic.
I'm gonna start just using all the terms.
I can't put my finger. It's really hard when you've never. Not only am I blind on these, but I've never had any of these. I'm not gonna be able to guess the first pass. I'm gonna have to get through
We're not
these.
trying to guess.
Well, I in my head kind of wanted to. I mean, for the purpose of the video, we're trying to gauge if they're good, and then we're gonna rank them from our favorite to our least favorite, right?
Yeah.
But I also, just for my own.
And we decided to do it blind because we didn't want to have like a preconceived. Did we
Right.
say that? Of like, oh, I like Matthew McConaughey, so I'm gonna like his whiskey.
Or like, I've heard Proper 12 shit.
Right.
So automatically
think
right. I would not say full of flavor and crazy, but it's pleasant, and I would not get mad at a pour
easy.
of that. Yeah, at all. That one's got a little.
Did we both get
we
on
both-
the same time?
That one I want to say is a little higher proof.
Really?
Either it's a higher proof, or there's something in there.
Doesn't feel like it.
There's something. It didn't feel like it, like on the palate, like it didn't burn my tongue or anything. But when I swallowed, there was like a little something.
No, I just got like a taste, there was some kind of taste of something.
But it was like a stronger flavor, right? And maybe this is a bad thought of mine. In my head, the more intense flavors are higher proofs, right? The more like weak and light it is, the lower proof it is. This is going to be really hard.
Yeah. Unless we like there's some that we just don't like at all.
Yeah, unless there's one that I just. But I like whiskey so much, I don't think there's going to be any that I just hate. That's thicker. That one's got some depth.
Yeah.
There's
What
like,
is that
it's
taste?
oily. That one's way oilier. Don't you think that one's got like more, like it coats your mouth?
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be super easy. Some of these were gonna be like horrible. Some was gonna be great. And thus far, I couldn't tell you anything other than they're all pretty good.
The next one.
That tastes like light. With a little bit of a weird bitterness at the end.
I don't like that.
It had a decent mouthfeel, like it tasted like thick and a little thick and syrupy, but then
It doesn't have a lot of.
it didn't have a lot of flavor, and for as thick and syrupy as it was, I thought there was gonna be a lot of sweetness, and it almost had kind of a bitter, I don't know what it is.
There's not much to
So
it.
far, that's the standout that I like the least.
This one smells good.
This one does smell good. Some kind of like cinnamon bread or something.
Tasty.
That's thick. Oh yeah.
That's good.
That's got some flavor on it.
That's my favorite one so far.
Yeah, that one's good. I don't know which one that is, but that's gotta be either the Blackened, because it's the Blackened was finished in what was it? Brandy casks.
Yeah.
So that's sweet, and it's got like that depth of flavor that like.
Yeah.
This one's kind of weird. There's like a funky fruit thing going on there. It's like fruity, but it's a funky fruit. You know what I'm saying though? Like almost like fermented fruit. Like
Yeah.
there's like a wang. Not like a wang, but like a wang. It's a stronger proof, and it's got, I can taste the density. I want to say that's one of the
my favorite.
I want to say that's one of the stronger. These two so far are my favorite. This one is my least favorite. And these three, I'm just real confused. Because they're
real close.
They're real close. I feel like this is where Jeremy makes a prediction and is totally wrong, and then he looks like a dumbass when we reveal the results. But I feel like one of these is Heaven's Door and one of these is Blackened. I feel like this might be Proper 12. And then I feel like these three are like Longbranch, Brothers Bond, and
Why do you think that's Proper 12?
and Bradshaw. Because it's got a weird flavor that doesn't remind me of bourbon. And I'm thinking that there's something that doesn't remind me of bourbon as much as these three.
Well, yeah, I'd agree with that.
I've never had it though, so I don't know, and I'm not a huge Irish whiskey aficionado. I'm getting a funky fruity situation from this one, on the nose and on the palate, which
you like?
yeah, well, it's the brandy cask. I think that's what that is. I'm tasting.
Oh.
I could be totally wrong. This could be proper 12, and then I'm gonna look like an asshole. But
It's happened before.
it's happened before. I put Buffalo Trace. I still hold by that decision, by the way. Heaven's Door.
I don't know what's what, but I just know
Heaven's
that this
Door.
one
What
I
proof
like.
was Heaven's Door? Only 100 proof. So maybe I'm wrong about that. But to me, that tastes like a stronger one.
All right.
I do like that one. These two are for sure my favorites. And to me, they're the strongest too. But Heaven's Door is only 100 proof, so maybe that's not Heaven's Door.
I don't think that's one of the strongest ones at all.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Now the second one.
This one.
The second one.
Yes.
These two are the strongest too.
I don't agree.
No?
No. Okay.
I mean, I gotta get in deep to get anything out of that. Like, it just doesn't
I'm
smell.
not even tasting that again. I don't like it.
I'm gonna taste it again. No. There's something weird about that one. I'm gonna call that proper 12. And there's something weirdly sweet and bitter about that at the same time that I don't like. Because it's like kind of like weak and like sweet, but then at the same time it's like bitter. And I don't mean like in the pleasant way where if you have something sweet that finishes a little with a little barrel bite. It's a weird kind of sweet and bitter at the same time, and neither one of them are super pleasant because they're just kind of bleh.
Yeah, it's very bland.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I don't like that one.
Do you like this situation that I have? I feel like I should be like ding 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 ding.
I feel like we've got a beautiful mind going on over here. There's some kind of damn like, what's the
Because
thing?
you told me about the ranking, and now I'm
What's
trying
the
to...
thing called? Oh God, what's it called? It's an equation that occurs in nature, and it looks like a spiral shell.
Oh, it's the
Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah,
I feel like we've got
yeah.
the Fibonacci sequence going on over here in your glass selection.
I'm ready.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I like this one. It's my second favorite.
Has a nice bit of sweetness. It's got some darkness going on there. It's your typical bourbon-y type flavors to me. There might be a little bit of bacon spice.
Yeah.
A little bit of like a brown sugar, a little bit of that, but it's a little dark. I feel like that is a little higher proof. I don't feel like that's an 80. I feel like that might be around a hundo.
Yeah. That's what I think. These two are the strongest.
The cigar cleans it out for me.
I'm done. I'm ranked.
See, some people.
Can I put them in order? Can I go ahead and put them in order?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have any guesses?
No, because I don't know enough.
Do you have any flavor notes that stand out on the ones you like?
Flavor? No, I don't know flavor notes.
Hey, let me tell you something. Normally when I taste a whiskey and I talk about it on camera, I have tasted it multiple times and sat down and really thought about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't always come to me like that, right?
I mean, I just started drinking whiskey.
But to taste a whiskey for the first time and blind, this was much harder than what I thought.
5, 6. That's me. That's me.
It's locked in, ladies and gentlemen.
That's me.
That, to me, just tastes like a good standard bourbon. It's not crazy strong. It's got enough there. Got a little bit of like cherry, fruity, maybe some apple, brown sugary sweetness kind of thing going on. It's like if somebody poured it, I'd be like, yeah, it's good bourbon. These two, I want to say these two are Longbranch and
I want to.
Brothers Bond.
Before you move,
I want to say this one's Brothers Bond. I don't know.
that one went out for me.
You didn't like it?
On the way back. I did, but not as much as I liked it when I first tasted it.
There's definitely nothing standout about it, but I could see where if you were new to whiskey and you wanted...
Sometimes the easy ones, it's kind of like, they're kind of boring too.
This one would be just something you could give a newbie and it wouldn't like, huh, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Because it's like right down Main Street, baby. It's just
Sure.
easy peasy lemon squeezy.
First two were like stronger, like more complex, I feel like, and more like flavorful. And then the second two were probably like, you said, like the easier,
Yeah.
more mellow, good, but not like too strong. And then these two were like not
You didn't like
my
it.
fave. Yeah.
There's only one in here that I don't care for. That guy. Do not care for that one. The easiest are always like your favorite and your least favorite, right? Those are always your easiest because you're like, I like this one the best, this one sucks. Like,
Yeah. Our favorite was the same, I think.
I would have to sit down with that for a while to really pick out all the shit that's going on, but there's a lot going on there. And it's all pretty good stuff. I think this one's Blackened. I think it is. I think that was Blackened. That's my ranking.
Ooh, I'm excited to see.
So think if the core purpose of this video is celebrity whiskey bullshit,
yeah,
I would have to say no. There's a couple in here that actually have a lot to offer. They've got a really good, intense density of flavor, good mouthfeel, like overall really pleasant. And even the ones in the middle that maybe aren't as interesting, they're still good, easy sippers. All right, my number one.
E.
We were right. It's Blackened. It's Blackened. I'm like, proper 12.
Little baby,
Proper 12.
say a word.
That's not Blackened.
No, I'm just singing
I mean,
Metallica.
that's Inner Sandman, but they have a song Blackened.
Oh, I don't know that song.
You don't know Blackened? I gotta
No.
play that for you immediately. It's one of their best songs. That and Injustice for All. Come on,
I don't know
Injustice
that
for
song
All.
either.
You don't know Injustice for All?
No, I was like a
Master of Puppets?
a superficial.
You were
I
like-
just know like Inner Sandman.
I mean, don't get me
That's
wrong,
all I
that was
know.
great. There's a lot of middle school dances that I went to where they played Inner Sandman. Okay, so Blackened was number one for both of us. So obviously Metallica and Dave Pickerel, well, no longer Dave Pickerel, but they know their shit. That's a good, solid, dense flavor. I don't know if the speakers doing the playlist is gimmick or not, but it pumps out some damn good whiskey. Okay, that was a solid one. Number two for me is B.
Mine is too.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
That was Heaven's Door.
There we
So
go.
that's the Bob Dylan one. So and that makes sense to me because that is a double barrel product, which I have said many times on this channel. I am a fan of a double barrel product. So I'm really glad that I got those where I did, and I don't feel quite as much of a dumbass.
I feel like I know a little something.
Well, something. Neither one of those I would call gimmicky. I think those are both really good.
No, I that's what I said. These two were the clear, like, these are my favorites.
Okay, number three, drum roll. I put D.
I have A.
You have Longbranch, and I have the Bradshaw.
Okay. Longbranch was the Matthew McConaughey one.
Right.
Okay.
And Bradshaw.
So this is one of the ones I said was like easy,
Right.
like good,
This
not
is
too strong, but like good flavor.
from here on is where we're getting into
Both of these.
I think they're good, but it's not like blowing my palate, freaking me out.
Yeah. So
And fourth place for me was C, which was Brothers Bond,
mine was D.
which is Bradshaw.
Okay.
Okay, so
My fourth one was your third,
right.
which these two were interchanged. These could have been either way.
I talked a little shit about it going into it because I hadn't heard much about it, but I mean, it came in third for me and fourth for you.
Yeah.
Blind. Again, is it going to blow you away and be the best bourbon you've tried this year? Probably not, but if somebody poured you a glass of it, I doubt you'd be mad about it. And then number four for me was Brothers Bond, which Bradshaw for you. I mean, it's a little light on flavor, but it might be good for a newbie because, I mean, easy drinking.
So what number? What letter?
That was number four for me. That
But-
was letter C.
Okay, that's my fifth one.
And my fifth one was A, which was Longbranch.
Longbranch.
Last place for both of us was F.
F.
Proper 12. Sorry, Conor. I love you, brother. Don't kick my ass if I ever see. I doubt I'll ever see.
It wasn't good, you guys.
Let's be honest.
It's not good.
It was a weird. It was weird, sweet and bitter, but not like
It
the good.
it really has like no.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm impressed that I picked the same ones as you.
Very close. Our number one and
These
number
were
two.
all the same.
Our number one and number two and our last one was the same. There was a little bit of mix up here, but they were still all in that middle grouping. Get it, babe. Come on.
I mean,
You're becoming a whiskey
come
aficionado.
on. This was so fun.
It is fun. It's fun doing stuff blind because,
This was fun.
first off, doing stuff blind brings out the fact you might think you know your shit until you start tasting whiskey and you've never had the whiskey and it's blind and you're like, oh, like what is going on? Your favorite was a cask strength, and I tell a lot of people, some people disagree with me on this, but you know, they don't want to give like newbies to whiskey cask strengths because cask strength has a lot of like. But at the same time, usually if it's a good cask strength whiskey,
It's a good cask drink whiskey. It's a good cask drink whiskey.
if it's a good cask strength whiskey,
It's hard to say cask
ca-
straight. You got a nose like it's going up in your nose.
my nose hairs often intermingle with my mustache hairs, and I don't know if it's an overgrown nose hair or a mustache hair
It was
that's
a
gone
mustache
north.
hair that was.
If it's a good cask strength whiskey, not only is it strong, but there's a lot of dense flavor there.
Yeah.
It's really good. Anyway,
That's
guys,
it.
that's it. Proper 12, maybe pass. All the other ones, I would say give them a try, man. Especially these top 2 or 3. I feel bad that I rated all right as low as I did.
You're my number 3, Maddie.
In general, I like Wild Turkey products, but not to justify things, but here is usually more definite, and here was for sure definite. But in here, shit's kind of fluid.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's super fun. I think maybe you guys should try this. Go out, get a bunch of celebrity whiskeys, do a blind with your significant other. But I think in general, celebrity whiskeys kind of get
They get a bad rap,
they get
right?
a rap of it's a shtick. And to me, after doing this blind, I'm gonna say most of them were pretty damn good.
Yeah,
So anyway,
I'd agree.
this has probably been an hour long, so we're gonna wrap it up. Big thank you to the Tiege Hanley, the sponsor of this video. They help fund this video so we can go out and buy 19 bottles of celebrity whiskey. Big thank you to those guys. Definitely check the links out below and give those guys a little love.
Cheek them out.
Cheek them out. I say cheek. I said cheek, didn't I? Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. That always helps us out. If you didn't, go yourself. I'm just kidding. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you on board. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week.
We'll see you in the next video.
You were too quick. You were too quick.
I don't like the pause.
You gotta do the pause. Hope everybody's having a fantastic
And we'll
week.
see you in the next
God, Blackened. I'm too old to do that, man. That shit like hurts my head. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like the whiskey's
So
good.
good, man.
It's good, bro. Like the whiskey's good, man. Get some whiskey, bro.